Have you ever looked at your pet cat sleeping comfortably on your sofa and thought, wow, this cat contributes absolutely nothing to the household, yet lives like a king? Meanwhile, you are paying bills, working hard, and somehow the cat still acts like you are the employee. But jokes aside, this raises an interesting question. Do animals have rights? Should animal be protected by law? Should they have legal rights? And if animals had lives, what kind of cases would they bring to the court? Imagine a cow standing before a judge saying, "Your Honor, I object to being called a burger." Or a parrot arguing, "I heard everything and I want legal representation." Today, we are exploring the fascinating world of animal rights and the laws designed to protect animals around the globe. Let's begin. For thousands of years, humans have shared the planet with animals. We depend on them for food, transportation, companionship, scientific research, and even emotional support. Dogs guard homes. Cats guard absolutely nothing but still receive free meals. Horses help build civilizations. Bees pollinate crops. Fish feed millions of people. In short, animals play an important role in our lives. Yet, for most of the history, animals were treated as property. Legally speaking, they were often viewed no differently than a chair, a cart, or a piece of land. Thankfully, society has changed. Today, many countries recognize that animals can feel pain, fear, stress, and even happiness. Scientists have shown that animals experience emotions and sufferings. Everyone who has seen a dog get excited when its owner comes home already knows this. Dogs do not throw welcome home parties because they want your Wi Fi password. They genuinely care. As our understanding of animal behavior has improved, laws protecting animals have become stronger. But what exactly are animal rights? Animal rights are the idea that animals deserve protection and should not be subjected to unnecessary suffering. The concept is simple. Just because humans are more intelligent does not mean animals should be treated cruelly. Think about it this way. If being smart gave someone the right to mistreat others, then every university professor would be ruling the world. Fortunately, that's not how society works. Animal rights advocate believe animals have instinct value. In other words, animals matters because they are living beings, not simply because they are useful to humans. Now let's talk about animal welfare. People often confuse animal rights and animal welfare, but they are not exactly the same. Animal welfare focuses on ensuring animals are treated humanly. Animal rights goes a step further and asks whether humans should use animals at all in certain situations. For example, both groups agree that cruelty is wrong, but they may disagree about issues such as animal testing, zoos, and hunting. It is a bit like two people agreeing that pizza is wonderful but arguing endlessly about the pineapple toppings. The goal may be similar, but the details become complicated. So, what kind of legal protections do animal cruelty have? Many countries have laws against animal cruelty. These laws make it illegal to abuse, neglect, torture, or intentionally harm animals. If someone starves a pet, beats an animal, and abandon it without care, they may face fines and even prison sentences. This may sound obvious today, but such laws did not always exist. In past, animal cruelty was often ignored. Fortunately, attitudes have changed. People increasingly recognize that kindness toward animals reflect values of society. A famous quote says, "The greatness of nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated." And there is a truth in that idea. Comparison matters. Now let's discuss wildlife. Wildlife animals face many threats: habitat destruction, pollution, poaching, climate change, and illegal trade are putting countless species at risk. Many countries have laws protecting endangered animals. These laws prohibit hunting, capturing, or trading certain species. For example, animals such as tigers, rhinos, elephants, sea turtles, and many rare birds receive legal protection. Without these laws, some species might disappear forever. Imagine explaining to the future generations that elephants once existed but vanished because humans wanted decorative trinkets. That would be a tragic story. Legal protections help prevent such outcomes. Let's talk about poaching. Poachers are individuals who hunt protected animals illegally. Why do they do it? Usually for money. Rhino horn, elephant irony, exotic birds, and rare reptiles can be sold for huge profit. But here is the problem. Animals do not reproduce as quickly as poachers can kill them. Eventually, populations collapse. That's why strong wildlife laws are essential. Think of wildlife laws as nature's security guards. Without them, many species would be in serious trouble. Now consider pets. Millions of families around the world own dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, and other companion animals. Most owners love their pets, some perhaps a little too much. Have you ever seen a dog wearing sunglasses, a designer jacket, and riding a stroller? At that point, the dog probably has a better social life than most people. But regardless of fashion choices, pet owners have legal responsibilities. They must provide food, water, shelter, and medical care. Neglecting these duties can violate animal welfare laws. Animals depend on humans. With that dependence comes responsibility. Now let's discuss farm animals. Farm animals provide meat, milk, eggs, and other products. Many countries have regulations that require human treatment of livestock. These laws may address housing conditions, transportation, feeding, and slaughter methods. The goal is to reduce suffering as much as possible. Even people who consume animal products generally agree that unnecessary cruelty is unacceptable. After all, there is a difference between raising animals responsibly and treating them poorly. Another interesting topic is animal testing. Many medicine and medical treatments were developed using animal research. However, animal testing remains controversial. Supporters argue that it has saved countless human lives. Critics argue that animals should not suffer for scientific experiments. Today, scientists are developing alternatives such as computer models and laboratory grown tissues. The hope is that future research will reduce the need for animal testing while still advancing medicines. Technology may eventually help solve some of these ethical challenges. Let's talk about zoos. Some people love zoos, others dislike them. Supporters say zoos educate public and help conserve endangered species. Critics argue that animals belong in the wild. The debate continues worldwide. Modern accredited zoos often focus heavily on conservation and animal welfare. Poorly managed facilities, however, can create welfare concerns. This reminds us that laws and regulations matters. Not every zoo is the same. Now imagine something funny. What if animal had legal right identical to human? A squirrel could sue a driver for disturbing its morning commute. A rooster could file a noise complaint against another rooster. A goat may demand ownership rights over every shirt it has ever eaten. Another exciting development involves technology. Scientists now use GPS tracking, DNA analysis, drones, cameras, and artificial intelligence to protect animals. These tools help monitor wildlife populations and identify illegal activities. Imagine a poacher trying to hide from authorities while satellites, drones, cameras, and AI systems all are watching. Nature is getting some high tech bodyguards. The future of animal protection may depend heavily on technology, but laws alone are not enough. People matter too. Every person can contribute to animal welfare. You can adopt pet responsibly, support conservation efforts, avoid products linked to the wildlife trafficking, respect wild animals and their habitats, report cruelty when you see it. Small actions add up. Remember, animals cannot vote, they cannot write laws, they cannot call emergency services. They rely on humans to make fair decisions on their behalf. That responsibility belongs to all of us. Before we finish, think about this: a bee pollinating a flower, a dolphin swimming through the ocean, a tiger walking through a forest, a dog waiting for its owner to come home. Each of these animals has its own life, its own role, and its own value. Legal protections help ensure that these lives are respected. Whether we are talking about pets, farm animals, wildlife, or endangered species, laws provide an important shield against cruelty and exploitation. The debate about animal rights will continue. Different peoples will have different opinion, but one idea unites nearly everyone. Animals deserve humane treatment. And that simple principle can make the world a better place for all living creatures. So next time your cat ignores you, your dog steals your sandwich, or a pigeon acts like it owns the entire park, remember this: they may not know anything about legal rights, but the laws protecting animals help ensure that they can live safe and healthy lives. And honestly, that's something worth supporting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.